Well, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and his cabinet are meeting tomorrow with some speculation a shuffle is in the works. So let's talk more about this. CTV's Jeremy Sharon is live now with this. Jeremy, boy, there was a shuffle last summer that didn't really do much for the whole overall Trudeau government. But what are the expectations regarding this coming tomorrow's meeting with the Liberal cabinet?
Yeah, Nick, what we know is that, the cabinet's meeting tomorrow. The Prime Minister's meeting with his cabinet virtually. The meeting will last about 30 minutes, and they're expected to talk about appointments. That's all we know. The Prime Minister's office would not confirm any further contents of tomorrow's meeting, but there's been a lot of speculation, as you talk about a potential cabinet shuffle. There's been pressure on the Liberals, pressure on the Prime Minister since the Toronto-St. Paul's by-election loss to do something to give the party kind of this freshness, this shift that it needs as it continues to trail in the polls to Pierre Poilievre and the Conservatives. And so the Prime Minister has made it clear he will not step down. That comes after several public calls for him to do so. There were calls for an emergency caucus meeting. That didn't happen. Now what we know is happening is a Friday cabinet meeting, and there's a lot of talk that we could see a potential cabinet shuffle. And this all comes also amid lots of talk about a certain name who's not in the Prime Minister's cabinet right now, who's not in politics at all, and that's Mark Carney, former governor of the Bank of Canada.
Yeah, Mark Carney is kind of a big tease, it seems. Is he in? Is he out? Is he going to get into politics? Is he going to join the Liberals? I mean, is he the savior? Is that what people are potentially suggesting in Ottawa or beyond, Jeremy?
Well, I mean, there's certainly hope, I think, within the Liberal government that he could be this savior. To your point, it's been a tease. It's been talked about for so long now. The Mark Carney's name has been thrown around for years now. Yeah. But there's a little more weight to the conversation because the Prime Minister addressed these rumors, addressed this talk, and talked about the fact that him and Mark Carney have been in conversation and that he has been pushing Mark Carney to come into federal politics. And so there's a lot of talk about whether or not tomorrow's meeting could be as well to introduce Mark Carney or to talk about the potential of getting Mark Carney into federal politics. There's a few ways that could happen. There's a by-election coming up in Montreal. Liberals expected to win that seat, so they could, bring in Mark Carney as the nominee, the Liberal nominee there, or they wait till the next federal election to bring him in. But certainly there's a lot of hope that Mark Carney could be bring that freshness, that reset that the Liberal Party is looking for, but also credibility. The Liberals have faced a lot of criticism for their performance, if you will, on the economy, on affordability, on finances, things that Canadians have been frustrated about. And that's the exact area of expertise that Mark Carney has, a former governor of the Bank of Canada. He brings a level of credibility that the party doesn't have right now in that respect. And so there certainly is a lot of hope that he could be the one to come in and perhaps help turn things around a little bit. But it's also not clear what kind of role he would play at this point, whether or not he would play a role in cabinet at some point, whether or not eventually he could be a name that could be in the race to replace Justin Trudeau as Liberal leader. So a lot of speculation at this point, but a lot of hope as well among the Liberals that this could be the potential first step that they've been looking for, something that will finally help start to fix all of the issues that they've been facing.
All right, Ottawa and Parliament Hill definitely love some speculation talk. All right, that is CTV's Jeremy Sharon. As always, Jeremy, appreciate that.